my darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we? How was your Christmas? Did you have fun? When I tell you I've been eating and enjoying myself a little too much, but hey, life is too short. My name is Fumidesaluvold. For those of you that are stopping by for the very first time, you're so very welcome indeed. Are we living and loving? I have my hair pulled back. Just look at my edges. I washed my hair. I pulled it back and I did not know that I was able to put it in one. I have to turn around and show you what Healthy Hair Studio has done to me. Healthy Hair Studio, thank you very much. Look at the edges. Look at the hair, baby. I live and I just love it. And I thought, let me flip it a little bit and do a little something today. Why not?
Hi guys, my name is ENITAN, hair coach. I am UK's first ever hair coach and a trichologist. We are a team of trichologists and hair coaches here in W6 London, and we help those who are desperate and have tried and everything else has failed. We look after those who have chronic scalp concerns, flaky itchy scalp that's been going on for many years. We help those that have hair loss that has progressed instead of improved, and we help those that just generally want to have a better understanding of better quality hair, length, volume, and reduce that dryness. Visit us by clicking here.
The dress is an oldie goldie. I love it. And you tie it on the sides. It is what it is. And then I am wearing a pair of what do you call these, sling bags, cream, because I like the color. The color is so gorgeous, and I just thought maybe I'm showing too much. You know what? Wait. And I got them for £9. Yes, it's in TK Maxx. This is what they look like, and I absolutely love it. They had like a strap across, but it wasn't necessary for me. And like I said, they're cheapies, but the padding is absolutely what? Absolutely fantastic. So my darlings, let me just put this back on because I'm going out for lunch. Yes, I'm going out for lunch and I cannot wait. Let me even show you my little bag. There you go. So I'm going to put this on like so. Voila. And I'm out here in these streets. I will have my phone inside. That's it. My phone, lip gloss, and keys. So the shoes and the bag match. Cheapies. Why not? So far as it looks good, why not? Why not? All right, guys. So you know the disaster that happened with Queen Matchmaker on Facebook. A friend of mine sent me a message, and I was like, say what? Hello, my darlings. How are you? How are we? I was just sitting down here minding my business, trying to get some, rest time. I'm in the kitchen. It's the end of the day when a friend of mine called me and said, Fumi, did you go to a matchmaker? That's how you met Ula. I said, what are you talking about? She said, because Fumi, there's a woman called Queen Matchmaker on Facebook who has your profile out here in these matchmaking streets with baby Adrian. I said, no, true. She's a fraud. Do not give her any money. I'm putting her on blast. She's a fraud. She used our anniversary pics. Can you imagine? Went to my Instagram because that's where I had it. And then she's talking about happy client. Come on now. I'm going to turn it around for you guys to see. So here she is on Facebook. Lying, madame. Queen Matchmaker. Reviews from my certified client. Liar. Look at her. Look. Why do you do this? It's deception. It's not nice. Why? Thank you for supporting Why? Why do this? Why? Have a legit matchmaking business and the business will come. If you are honest, it will come. There's nothing wrong with it. Dating service, do not use her. And I'm going to put it on YouTube everywhere. This is very bad. When you see things like that, think about it. Ola and I have been married for 16 years. This woman does not look like she was in any kind of dating business 16 years ago. And married for 16 years. So it would have to be 17. So you'd have to go to 2008. So when you see stuff like that, you'll be like, no, Auntie Fumi and Uncle Ola have been married for a minute, okay? I don't mind dating sites. I don't mind them. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't like lies. because she's using us, our marriage, to say you can get a successful marriage as such. Don't believe people like that. On top of which I don't like, she's using mixed marriages. So my black African sisters who say, oh, you know what, I don't mind, and you find yourself in a situation, don't do it. If it sounds too good to be true, it's too good to be true. She's taking 40,000. That was what this person sent to me, my friend. She said she was about to pay 40,000 for these dating sites. And I'll tell you this also. It does not matter whether your husband is black, blue, green. It is what the two of you stand for. That's a successful marriage. Don't fall for rubbish like this. I'm so sorry. And so when I went to Facebook, I saw my pictures there from our 16th wedding anniversary. And I think what hurt me more than anything else was that she actually put, or he put, a picture of Adrian. I say he or she because I'm also under the impression that the lady that they put on there might not be the person who owns the website, which makes it even scarier for me, because you don't know what these people's intentions are. And you know, there's child trafficking, it's real, and I've covered it very much on this channel. And so when I saw, you know, my child's picture there, I really felt bad that I failed him, that I didn't protect him, that, you know, I shouldn't have had images of him out there. But it was his birthday. And when he had the birthday, it was a huge birthday party because his entire class came. But I took pictures only of him because I know how sensitive a lot of parents can be, and I don't want them to have them out because of what I do, you know. And I love Fumi Nation, and so many of you have started with me from the very beginning. So you were here even before Adrian was born, when I was pregnant, when he was born. I used to see him as a child. And to see him on a dating site, it was like a stab in my heart. And I want to thank you, Fumi Nation, for all of the love and the support, and how you swamped over there to get the images down. I'm still in discussions with Facebook, and it will be brought down. I support online dating. In this day and age, I have put this chart on so many episodes, and I love it because you can actually see the statistics, which is fact. The old generation is gone and dead. The new world that we're living in, everything is online. Even how we do business, how you know me, how I know you is online. Majority of people that I have become friends with, we've met online. So I support it, but don't put my child there. Don't put my child there. You're going to see the lioness in me because I protect my cub. That's all I can say. Moving along. How are you, my darlings? Anywho, where am I? Where's my phone? Alrighty. So, Diddy Pooh is kind of stressed out, lost a lot of weight, and he's going grey. Diddy, this could be a new look for you, because you know what? They got the men out here, the Zadis. That could work. Where are we? We have Daily Mail, and the Daily Mail says, Diddy astonishingly thinner and grayer after 3 months behind bars as he awaits his trial. The picture does not do him any service. He looks like a scared little mouse. Bless his heart, because I was hearing that he's a little bit paranoid. He doesn't want to eat the food. Thinks that somebody is trying to delete him, all of this. I understand it, you know, especially now being there for over 90 days. The reality is setting in and he doesn't know which way to go. Again, like I said, his legal team I'm not a fan of, but many of you have said, Fumi, stop giving him advice. I've taken the advice of not to give him advice. I'm going to stop it right there. But the weight loss just might be good. Get fitter, because there's nothing else for you to do there. Lift your weights. We are going to be getting fitter here too. Fumi Nation sisters, starting with the CEO, is going to start getting fitter herself. I put up a little video the other day on my Instagram. You guys follow me on Insta, and because I'm going to be showing all of the meals and everything, well, I'll do it here in shorts as well. But we're going to start getting together for 2025, because 2025, mama, is when all of your dreams are coming true. Your dreams, because we are going for it, not your wishes. When you wish for something, you're not putting energy behind it. But for your dreams, we're putting energy in front of it. And 2025 is going to be fabulous. So here it says, Sean Diddy Combs has reportedly lost a huge amount of weight and is looking grayer 3 months after he was jailed on Duda and Duda charges. The rapper, 55, has been behind bars at the notoriously tough Metropolitan Detention Center in New York City awaiting trial. Combs has been seen looking shockingly thin at the latest hearing in his case, according to a journalist who attended the proceedings on Wednesday. Do you think that they're going to make the proceedings public? I'm just asking. I would love to watch. They should make it public. I would love to watch. Law and crime reporter Elizabeth Milner was quoted by Page 6 saying after the hearing he appeared just astonishingly thinner, which you can expect from him being inside a federal detention center for a couple of months now. A lot different from the luxury lifestyle that he was living before, but he appeared very noticeably thinner, and maybe being locked up in a detention is starting to wear on him. The journalist added, Combs' appearance was starkly different from how he looked in a video that surfaced online of him playing hacky sack in Central Park days before he was arrested on September the 16th of 2024. She added the rapper's hair has also changed, saying he appeared grayer a little bit. Stress, worry, sleepless nights, being scared, that will add to it. It's a natural metamorphosis. Yes, it is. Cameras are not allowed inside the courtroom during Combs' appearance. A source close to the jail Bad Boy Records founder insisted to Page 6 he is fit, healthy, fully focused and on his defense. They added he has been very active, remains in good spirits, and as always, he was happy to see his children. Page 6 added, it has been told he is also working out regularly. This is good. This is good. It clears your mind. Combs has been denied bail 3 times while in federal custody following a month-long investigation by authorities. He was charged with do-da-do, 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 da-do, da-do, do-do-do-da, all of which he denies. And a trial date has been set for the 5th of May 2025. Well, the good news here is that, you know what, time served 1 and time flying 2. So, you know, we'll get to the trial, you get to the defense, and we'll hear what you have to say. Combs was placed on suicide watch during his first week in custody, but was taken off of it shortly after, with his lawyer claiming his client was focused and very strong. And then again, you have this picture of him with his lawyer beside him, and he has a cup in his hand. The teeth don't look great either. I guess it's a lot. His attorney, Mark Agnifilio, previously admitted food is the roughest part of Combs' imprisonment. Also, at Wednesday's hearing, Combs and two of his sons exchanged seemingly heartfelt gestures at one another as they were in court. I give it to them though, the family is showing up. The family is showing up and showing out, as they should, because that's all he got. The prosecutors reportedly gathered a very large tranche of information against Combs. The rapper actually wished those gathered outside the courtroom happy holidays on his way out, according to ABC News. He then thanked his lawyers before adding, "I just want to say goodbye." Christian and Justin, two of Diddy's children, appeared in the court and gestured to their father with their hands folding in prayer. Combs responded by waving at Christian, 26, and Justin, 30. Neither paid any attention to the reporters begging for answers as they left. The brief reunion apparently could not lift their spirits, the two men appearing grim-faced upon leaving the courthouse. Well, darling, it is what it is. It is what it is out here in these Diddy Poo streets. Diddy, you're staying strong. My strong advice is to continue to do that, because the trial is coming and you can pour all of your energy in there. Going grey is good. Like I told you the other day, I'm going grey myself. Hey, it is what it is out here. I do hope that you are reflecting on all of the harm that you caused others. The stories are never ending. And I need to have my mental health cleared. I can only cover so many of these stories. I really can. I don't know whether you know Diddy, but they have Jay-Z out here with somebody accusing the two of you again. And so Jay-Z is out here going toe-to-toe with Tony Busby, while we have the beautiful Beyonce performing, looking fabulous. And when I tell you I love her country album, I love her country album. She was out performing, if nobody tells you, Diddy, she was out performing with Blue. Yes, Blueberry Blue Ivy was looking tall, fabulous, and she was in sync. The dance steps, fantastic. Everybody wearing white. Somebody said, is this in homage to you? So I said, let me pass on the message. Do you want people to be doing white parties out here in these streets? Because I didn't think about it until I thought about it. Having said that, I love Cowboy Carter. I love the album. I love the songs. And that's the update that I can give you. Guys, do not forget to like, to subscribe, hit the notification button, and you let me know in the comment section, what do you think? Until then, get ready, eat your snacks, because come the 1st of 2025, we have 364 days to go hardcore. I am going hardcore, and I'm going to leave all of this room for you to join me. Gotta go for lunch. Love you, bye.